Hello and welcome back to my channel. As I have said before, if you want to get caught up on love in deep space and my theories on things, head over to the link in my bio and you can go to my YouTube channel and get caught up on all that. Without further ado, let's hop back into Silas. I believe this is 12 or 13 for the segment for all together for Love in Deep Space. Picking up where we left off, Silas is pretty much the one that would be all in, or has said that he's all in for helping her tame her, what she has learned about herself. If you are new to the game or have yet to complete the part for the new part that has dropped for Silas, excuse me, she comes out of the pod and you can't blame the girl. She just learned more than she had bargained for. Main character learned so much. So much. She learned not only, within how, a short time span that, not exactly a short time span, but the amount of time from, grandma not being of this world anymore, that she, wasn't just adopted. Homegirl learned that, she was a science experiment. Not only does she have something going on with her heart that she already knew was a problem, but it was a result of being a science experiment. She learned that her grandma took part in this. So she goes to N109 zone. This is how she's met Silas. And at first she had a problem with Silas. Then she grows to depend on this man to help her figure all this out. So she continues to have different interactions with this man. So when she goes back to the N109 zone to gain more information, and she gets trapped in this thing and gets wrapped up in this crazy game to learn more information on who she is, she finds out that she's not just been a science experiment, but she was plucked from the ethereal space. Okay, I'm being dramatic, but if you've played the game, she came from somewhere else. I don't want to do too many spoilers for those that haven't got to it yet, but she came from somewhere else and ever wanted to use her to gain immortality. They wanted to play God, essentially, and use her in all matters of ways, and things went wrong. Things went wrong, so wrong. And this mad scientist was going to force her to send herself back, do things, and she finds out so much stuff about herself. And a matter of she finds out she's just basically a ball of destruction. And she's just mind-boggled. It's like she finds out all this information, but at the same time she finds out not enough information. She just finds out these things are so far-fetched that it doesn't seem possible. That none of this stuff seems absolutely possible. You find out so much information that it doesn't seem possible to even retain this information. And that's not even including all the stuff that you found out in Zane's playthrough. And we're not even going to get into that because we're past the Zane segment, and I will go back to that. Because I have some very hard feelings on that stuff that they dropped on us. Okay? Some very hard feelings on that. So, and I'm not even a Zane girly, I'm not a Silas girly, I'm a Raphael girly. So if they do some very hard feeling stuff to Raphael, we'll have an issue. I'm more of an issue. So, Silas is pretty dedicated. When she's dropped all this information, he's like, you know what? Buckle up, Buttercup. I want to train you. I will help you. Hone in on this. You think you're destruction. I'm destruction. I'll train you. I got you, boo. I got you. But who better to help train her than Silas? He's already been training her. He's already been able to train train her to box. If you've gotten the card for that, like memory card, or one of the cards, like, I'd have to go back and see which card, but there is one where you have to box him, and he's going through telling you how to better do it, because you're just like, oh, well, I learned the basics at the Hunter Association. He's just like, your stance is off. You're like, oh. So he's gone through. But you're trying to win him over to get a seat on his private jet. Because you're needing to get somewhere. You're needing to get over somewhere else, and you want him to take you because he is going somewhere. He's going in the same direction as you're trying to go. And you're like, hey, we could just be a team. We could go to this place together. He's like, no. You're like, come on, please, 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 please. He's like, you have to prove yourself. You might just get in the way. He's like, no, why would I get in the way? I could be useful. I could be useful. And he's like, you gotta prove it. Well, you're trying to prove it. And that's kind of the point of this whole card, as you're like building it up while you're doing the whole memory thing. So, and one of those parts was boxing Kim. So, this man is full of surprises. He's brilliant. He's so good. But he does a lot of things as he's helping better main character and build her up to make her stronger. He wants her to earn her place and make her stronger, and not really earn her place in the way that you would think. It's more so he doesn't want her to let people walk all over her and for her to constantly be meek and too nice and too anything like that. It's stand your ground. Don't be so nice. It's more, if that makes sense. He knows that she can protect herself, and he wants her to continue to grow in power so she can always protect herself. And that's how I see Silas being. He wants her to constantly be able to defend herself. So now we're going to go into Caleb.